time immemorial, our people have been water people. When we traveled the highways of our ancestors, everything we did was by canoe. Tribal Journeys is really important for all First Nations people and Native American people to gather like we traditionally did in the past. Tribal Journeys is an annual First Nations, Native American traditional canoe gathering that takes place on the west coast of Washington in Canada. Its first conception was in 1986 when Vancouver, BC hosted Expo, and a canoe from Bella Bella, BC paddled down to the Expo site. So at the beginning it was an every 4-year event, but in 1997 the people decided it should be an annual event because it was such an important aspect to the revival of our cultural teachings and languages.
On the canoe, my son and grandson are paddlers, but this whole journey, it shows the youth, our youth from toddlers all the way to teenagers and kids in their 20s, what our culture is about, what our ancestors did.
It was kind of rough at first, getting through the straits and everything, but other than that, it's been pretty fun going on journeys. Learn a lot of culture, and the people are very friendly. They teach you a lot of stuff. The longest paddle we've had, I think it was like 38 miles, and we left like at 4 in the morning, and we didn't land till 3 o'clock, and it took forever, it seemed like. We had the ground crew. They would go ahead of us. They'd set up camp, make sure our tents were set up, and then the only thing we really had to do is come in and grab all our clothes, our bags, and put them in our tents. And then after that, we'd go to protocol every day.
The name of our canoe is the Healing Canoe, and we travel as the Pink Paddle. And what we do is we try to bring awareness about breast cancer to all of the Native communities that are involved in Tribal Journeys. We want to promote early detection to prevent losing somebody to breast cancer. We've had breast cancer hit our community quite hard, and so that is where this all came about.
There's many directions that the canoes take to get to a host. And when they come into the host's traditional waters, there is a process to come in which we call the landing. And here in Cowichan, we requested that all the canoes come in by route and be recognized by flag for the sacred 4 directions, the red, the yellow, the black, and the white.
So they come closer, cheer them on.
Well, there's about 9 canoes from the Cape Mudge Band, and when they come to the shore, they'll all raft together. And as they're approaching the shore, they'll sing an initial song for the people on the shore. And then they get closer, they'll sing a second song. And then when they're right at the shore, they'll sing probably a third song.
Can anybody see the end? I can't see the end.
The ultimate goal is to get all those canoes to touch the shores of your traditional waters and your shores, and make an announcement of who they are and how some of them say how far they traveled, where they're from, what their canoe name is, if they have any royalty, and that means chiefs and dignitaries in that canoe, they'll announce that. So it's a formal protocol is what it is. It's called Canoe Protocol.
White Fleet, you can make your way to shore. Come ashore. You need to line up and wait for the other colors to join you.
Everybody's welcome at Tribal Journeys. It's awesome to watch the canoes come in. It's better to be in a canoe to be part of it. But whatever role you play, everybody has something to contribute towards Tribal Journeys.
It was an honor to come into Cowichan Bay once again, because I was here 4 years ago and my cousin came and he's passed on now. That's the reason I came on this journey.
It's an opportune time for us to get together with our families and the people in celebration. So it's something that our youth really look forward to. It's something that our elders really look forward to. There's no age limit. And we're all interconnected in regards to keeping the culture alive.
Okay, let's get it up right here. Let's set it down here. Okay, now let's go up to the shoulders. Let's go slowly, guys. Watch the right. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody.
And it's not just all Native people, because we're all coming together and we're pulling together and we're starting to learn about one another. And we're pulling for the kids, we're pulling for the ancestors, we're pulling for the ones that aren't here yet. I made a canoe and I named it my father's name, because right here off this beach, when I left, my father passed away when I was here in '94, so I decided to build a canoe and come back here with his name. His name is Galton. And that's what I put on the canoe. We built it over 29 days, and they say you start building it and they'll come, and it happened. Like family members came by, friends came by, other community members came by to help out.
Coming through! Coming, guys! Okay. Turn! Look! Watch it.
Okay, let's do this fairly orderly, you guys. I want to get everybody on. Thank you.
Thank you for answering the call of our invitation. We welcome you. Come feast with us. Come dance with us.
Protocol is like you sing your songs that were brought to you or given to you by different people, and ours were mostly given by our elders, so it's a lot of honor in singing certain songs.
Tribal elders play a huge role in any kind of event where the people gather. That's where you traditionally seek your guidance. And in order for us to be a good host and to do the best job possible for the many relatives that are traveling from those 4 directions, we need the elders to guide us on what we need to do. They humble you, they keep you always in mind that, you know, spirit is here, and to make sure that you're taking care of everything in mind, body, and spirit.
We know that tribal journeys have been happening for many years, and that as we see from different canoes with the names and the respect given to the canoes and the number of years that they've been on the water, how long, when they were made, the canoes here we find are a living part of who you are as a people.
I believe that Tribal Journeys has had the ripple effect since its conception. Like, people my age and older didn't have that opportunity to learn as children and to grow up in an environment where culture is in your everyday life. And so for the relatives out there that haven't participated on a Tribal Journeys or something as significant as this, it's important, because that's how your community flourishes. That's how your community grows. From the oldest to the youngest, it's working together, and it's honoring your traditional teachings. You know, sometimes lessons come hard, but we're there to support one another and to enjoy the time that we have here together.